One of the questions I get asked a lot is, in property, which mentor should I choose? Well, it's a bit of a minefield, if you like, and the main things to consider is, are these property gurus actually invest in property themselves, or are they just selling the dream? Because if they're just selling the dream and they don't own in properties, it means they're making money from the courses they're selling. And ideally, the way you choose a mentor is by walking their path. They've been already created for you because they walked the path before you. So if you can follow their steps, their footsteps, then it means that you can get there faster because the path is already marked. Now, the way you can check if the mentors, the gurus, they actually have properties is through search on Companies House. Companies House is a database where you have all the limited companies in the system, and then you can see under charges what mortgages they have on their own properties, and there are also property addresses. So one easy way to find out if they have any properties is to type in their company, property company, remember not the training company, because it might be that they have two different companies, one for training, one for property that they own. And under the property company, you can check into charges and see the addresses of the properties. And that tells you how many charges there are there, which means how many properties roughly they own. Now, if there are no properties whatsoever, if you can't find any properties under the name of the person which is the director of several companies, it means they don't own any properties. So they're selling a dream and they're making money from selling courses. Now, you want to avoid that, and specifically if there are no properties there are two main reasons. One, they bought everything for cash, so the properties don't appear on that, there are no charges, no mortgages. And I don't think that's a smart idea if you are a mentor, because generally what we teach our students is to create a limited company, to leverage as much as possible by getting buy-to-let mortgages, and then the buy-to-let mortgage will appear there under the charge. So if they're buying everything for cash, that's not a smart way to do property investing. Unless they're just flipping it, it means like they're buying for cash, then do renovation and then sell it. But in that case, it's just one strategy out of 100 property strategies. The second option is that they own everything in their personal name. If they do that, it means that is not shown on Companies House, which means the limited company doesn't own any property. And again, if they're real mentors, if they're real gurus, they're just faking it, because if you own properties in your own name, this is not tax efficient. What we teach our students is to be tax efficient, to keep the money rather than paying all the money into the HMRC bank account, and you only pay the necessary tax, not unnecessary tax, okay? So if you own properties under your name, obviously your taxable income is a lot higher than if you own the same properties in a limited company. Now, if you are a mentor, you should know these things. So number one, you don't buy everything for cash. Number two, you don't buy everything in your personal name. So if you can't find properties in the limited companies, the only plausible explanation is they don't own any properties. So that's a good way to find out. Now, obviously, you might be disappointed by looking into somebody else's details, but I'm not saying they're all bad people, they're all bad gurus. There are teachers, they are actually genuine teachers, they have a lot of knowledge. I don't know the size of the portfolio, so we have a portfolio of about 26, almost 29 properties. We're buying 3 more properties right now. So you can find all the charges under that limited companies. We have several limited companies, depending if it's commercial, if it's residential, and so on. But that's a good way to find out. That's your due diligence on the people that are going to mentor you. I don't know if that's going to be useful for you or not. I hope it is. My name is Dr. Giuseppe Paladini. I'm the founder of Stepping Bricks. Stepping Bricks is my training company, not my property company. You're very welcome to look my name under Companies House and check all my charges there. And I really look forward to probably welcome you within the family of Stepping Bricks at some point. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to join the club, but it's entirely up to you. We share a lot of knowledge through the weekly calls that we have in the club, and it's only £5 a month. At the end of the day, if you don't like it, you can cancel it. There's no extra charge. Hope it's been useful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.